All right, with us here is Southwestern Oklahoma State, the champions of the region. With us, head coach Kelsey Music, and also players, senior Haley Tucker and senior Hayden Pretty. We'll open up a general statement from coach, and then we'll open it up for questions from the media. Go ahead, coach.
You know, I just couldn't be more proud of my team right now. We've talked about a lot of things this year. I feel like we've spoke some things into existence, but the way they came out in that first quarter, man, I was really proud of their effort and their energy and just their fight and their will to. You know, we didn't play great in the second quarter, but I think we did what we needed to in the third. Obviously, I can always find mistakes, but at this point, I couldn't be more excited and more proud of this group of seniors, this entire team, for everything that they've done, for buying in and believing for us to be at this point and for us to win the Central Region.
Coach, was the game plan, or did you see anything that you told your guards to take it strong to the hole early on and kind of set the tone a little bit?
Yeah, that was definitely one of our game plans. You know, I knew that they were longer than us and they were big, but I felt like if we could get a step on them and get there, we would be okay and use some of our pivots and different things. And that was definitely one of our game plans, and we tried to obviously pull that help side away from the rim a little bit so it wouldn't be as easy for them to trap us.
Question for Coach. In that first quarter, of course, like you said, your team started fast. In the third quarter, your team kind of got back out to a pretty big lead. What do you think happened in that second quarter? Did they figure some things out offensively against your pressure defense, do you think?
Well, I think one of the problems is we got in a little bit of foul trouble. That hurt me a little bit. And I think that we just got to, you know, when they started making a little run, we made some mistakes defensively, and they hit some buckets. We didn't respond, and we'd been answering when they had scored previously. And so I thought we played on our heels a little bit for a few minutes, and that hurt us.
Hayden, talk about your performance a little bit. Did you expect to have a game like you did tonight?
Absolutely not. Today in shoot-around, I actually couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. I could not throw it in the ocean. And honestly, my confidence was a little shaken. I can remember I was just a little moody, and I did not expect that. And when they were falling, and I don't ever know how many points I have. I'm not really worried about that. But it was just falling for me, and thank goodness my teammates just kept pulling the defenders away from the rim so I could attack. And praise Jesus, my three was going in today because it hasn't gone in a while. So
I did tell you I needed 4 or 5 tonight,
Yeah.
so thanks for listening.
Question for Haley. You scored in double figures, but I know Hayden was having such a good game. Did you try to seek her out on plays at times because she was having such a good game?
Yeah, you know, the three ball is falling for Hayden, and they were, you know, really trying to take me out on the offensive end. And, you know, number 3 did a really great job, and I know some other girls guarded me as well, but they really were, you know, pressuring me in a way that I couldn't touch the ball. You know, I only shot 7 times, and I don't think I've only shot 7 times in a game in a long time, you know. So, yeah, Hayden was on fire tonight, and we were just trying to do anything to get her the ball, you know. I mean, we try to get whoever's on fire, whoever's on that night, we try to get them the ball the whole time, and obviously it worked.
Coach, obviously big crowd, big atmosphere, really loud. Could you have asked for a better start, though, with the way you guys jumped up on them?
Absolutely not. You know, that was one of the things we knew we had to do. We had to start hard, and we had to start fast, because that's just how we play. And I knew if we could do that and get comfortable, we could settle in for 40 minutes. I knew the crowd was going to be wild, and you know, but what more would we want? You know, I think it's awesome to be in that situation. I mean, to be in front of so many people, to display what we're able to do and to display these players, I'm just excited about it. But at the same time, like you said, we knew we had to do that in order for us to settle in and kind of just relax in the midst of the chaos and the crowd.
Haley, did you kind of feel like you guys were able to feed off the energy from the crowd? And, I mean, some teams would be intimidated by it, but it seemed like you guys kind of used it to your advantage.
Yeah, in Fort Hays, I give all the credit to them. I mean, they have an amazing fan base and amazing fans. And, you know, it's something that Coach talked to us about before the game. She said it's going to be loud in there. Whenever they go on runs, it's going to be really loud. So we have to silence it with our basketball play and with the scoreboard. You know, and so that's what we had talked personally, us and my teammates, about. You know, we have to jump on them from the get-go to silence the crowd, and I believe that we tried to do that and that we succeeded at it.
Hayden, you guys just survived survived 3 pretty tough games in a hostile atmosphere here. What's it mean to make the Elite Eight?
It's something that when I was coming to college, like that was one of the reasons I came to SWOSU is I wanted the chance to play for a national title and to go to the Elite Eight. And I mean, as a freshman, you're like, yeah, I won it, blah, blah, blah. But then like now as a senior and we're actually going, it's awesome. I can't explain the feeling. I looked up, my dad had tears in his eyes, and that's just awesome to me. So.
How about you, Haley? Same question.
Like Hayden said, coming in as a freshman, that's all we ever wanted to do. And we knew that we had a really special group this year that could potentially be national championship contenders. And I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else, with any other coaches. I mean, I'm just so happy that we're in the position that we are in right now.
And how about you, Coach?
I mean, I couldn't be more blessed. I mean, when I started at SWOSU, when I took this job, we started at the very bottom. We won 3 games my first year. And in 3 years, we won 3 games in 1 weekend and won our first Great American Conference title. And so, you know, this is something we've dreamed about and we've talked about and we've believed in it. And I just couldn't be more excited and more proud of the people that have stuck around and believed in us, and for the players in Oklahoma who have believed in our dream and our vision and committed to us and our program. I couldn't be more excited or like I said, more proud.